That's the story of the fastest growing and most beloved issue tracking tool in the world, with 400 million valuation, more cash than they ever raised, and cat-like following, all with just 35k lifetime marketing spend. As the founder of the product design agency for SaaS, I had a front row seat to the growth stories of hundreds of apps. I've seen it all, and still, Linear's meteoric rise remains a mystery to me. How the heck did they manage that? Let's dive in and figure out, starting with founder's pedigree. Linear's founders, Carrie Serene, Jory Lalo, and Thomas Artman, arrived on the scene with impressive Silicon Valley backgrounds. Serene and Lalo had previously founded a Y Combinator startup before selling it to Coinbase, where both held early roles. Serene later also worked as a design leader at Airbnb. Artman was an Uber engineer leader. As Artman himself admitted, they consciously took jobs in Silicon Valley to prepare for the next startup. Smart move, if you ask me. Not saying that the founder's brand guarantees success. Hi there, Hyperloop. Those kinds of credentials give you an unfair advantage compared to beginning a spirit halfway through the race. Thanks to the large Twitter followings, these founders managed to line up 10,000 people for the waitlist in just 2 months for their closed beta. And who were those beta users, you ask? Oh, just a few the founders' buddies from these little future unicorns like Cohere, Runway, and Ramp. Sequoia partner came knocking with a 4.2 seed round because people she trusts in her Twitter network were hyped about Linear. Here we got lesson number 1. Do your founder's homework. The path to nice traction starts way before coining your big idea. It starts from learning from the best, networking, beginning your reputation and personal brand, and padding your bank account. The other important things worth mentioning is the problem Linear is solving. In his time at Airbnb, Carey noticed a strong negative sentiment towards the incumbent software in the issue tracking space. In other words, everyone hated Jira. So he created a Chrome extension to simplify Jira, and that extension took Airbnb's product team by storm. There was clear interest in simplifying and beautifying issue tracking. Jira is too complex. Trello is too simple. Linear aimed to find the sweet spot in between to solve inefficiency of existing project management tools for small dynamic startups and specifically for developers at those teams. You can't be perfect for everyone, so when you create a tool for developers, it's gonna suck for PMs. And if you focus on small startups, bigger companies won't use it. But that's okay. Linear's focused on having product market fit in small segments and having it strong. As Carey Serene explains, in the first 2 years, they focused on getting the feed in the early stage startup segment. Basically, the goal was to become the default startup's choice, and that's exactly what they managed to pull off. As they started getting larger companies, they noticed that, yeah, it's not really great for you right now, but let's work on it, making it better. And that is Linear product market fit strategy for the next few years. Lesson number 2, focus on your niche. Focus on it as you're looking for product ideas. You don't need to come up with something really original. Chances are there are just not enough demand, so you will have to create that demand yourself before you can sell the idea to the users. That's risky, expensive, and time-consuming undertaking. Instead, find the underserved segment that the big flexible players are ignoring. Make something optionated and tailored for them, and you have it. Focus on your niche when looking for a product market fit. If you try to be good for everyone, you'll end up being great for no one. First, win your segment, then use the momentum to expand. How the product came to be, legends say Linear was fully formed from the C-phone one day in June 2020, embodying the beauty of product design. But the real story is a bit more down to earth. Stage 1, idea validation, which took place yet in Airbnb, as you already know. Stage 2, starting to incubate the concept. Stage 3, collecting a waitlist and launching a private beta, all within just a few months of starting to incubate. Stage 4, MVP validation and closed beta for a full damn year, slowly onboarding those waitlist participants. Stage 5, only then did Linear software become publicly available, but by that point, they had a polished look and feel and over 1,000 customers and raving fan reviews. We usually speak about Linear as a design-driven company because of their focus on authentics and reducing frictions for users. But as you can see, that the under-the-hood thing that makes it happen is getting your initial concept tested on real users as soon as possible for as long as possible. Even after the launch Linear still tests each new feature in beta before launching it efficiently. And that's what really makes Linear design-driven and saves from unexpected negative reactions to updates. Lesson number 3. Get out and test. Resist the urge to hide in your cave and polish whatever you're working on. Let people help you. Early feedback will save you from pouring hours into features or design elements that your customers don't even care about. Okay, let's move forward to product-led growth traction. As a collaborative tool like Loom or Figma, Linear benefits from powerful network effects. One person starts using it, invites their team, which then invites the other teams, making Linear spread organically inside companies. Thus, combined with Linear's focus on delighting users allows the product to essentially sell itself through a bottom adoption model. No need to pour tons of money into ads when the app is winning already users one team at a time. The network effects and user-driven growth strategy help explain why Linear has been able to achieve such impressive traction with a minimal advertising budget. Lesson number 4. Evaluate your product-led potential. Product-led growth can be super effective, but it's not for everyone. Definitely not for some nerdy non-collaborative B2B SaaS apps. Don't just chase the latest growth buzzword. The key is being honest about whether you have the right ingredients to make it work. If you're looking to build a product-led growth strategy for your SaaS business, I've put together an email course that dives deep into essential elements. You can check it out in the video description below. It covers everything from assessing your product's potential to implementing the right tactics to drive organic adoption. Next in your list of Linear's secret weapon is compelling product narrative. Do you have that feeling that there is something more powerful at play beyond the rational reasons for Linear's success? It goes deeper than just creating a useful tool. Linear has taken a strong, opinionating stance on software development. They're in direct opposition to Silicon Valley's fail-fast, data-driven approach or A/B tests, KPIs, and rigid teams. Instead, Linear believes in craft, taste, flexible goals, and empower individuals. And people who resonate with Linear's culture belief don't just see it as a product. They feel a sense of identity and belonging that goes way beyond functionality. From them, Linear becomes the obvious choice. The kind of soft power would elevate the great brands like Apple and Stripe. And it's clearly working wonders for Linear as well. Lesson number 5. Brand is what you stand for, not the colors or fonts or logos. If you make your beliefs resonate with the audience, your potential gets supercharged. We are almost there, but I cannot wrap up without taking for a moment about naming dilemma. Product name Linear doesn't seem to be the best choice because Google search reasonably gives Linear algebra results. Linear's team ambitiously expected that they could beat the brands that dated back as far as 4,000 years ago. In their brand guidelines, they state that Linear should be used as a single word, not Linear app. I don't personally believe they can handle that competition. I put Linear app in the title so I don't confuse you people, but the company strictly follows its guidelines with impressive self-confidence. Our lesson number 6, everyone messes up sometimes. Even founders with Coinbase, Uber, or Airbnb on their resumes are not immune, and that's okay. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more SaaS growth insights. See you soon.